Hey, this is Rockman. Um, Streaming is totally a bad idea, right? What could possibly go wrong? Excuse me while I wait here on the screen for a minute. Sometimes this makes my teeth feel weird. This is toast with cinnamon toast crunch spread. I think it hurts my teeth. I don't know why. Who's here watching at late night? Somebody's gonna watch, right? The fuck is this? Hey Doom, how's it going? I was just telling myself that streaming at this time is a bad idea, right? Meanwhile, I was eating cinnamon toast crunch spread on toast. Which may or may not be a bad idea. This is a just chatting stream right now. How's it going, Doom? Certainly haven't talked to you in at least like 2 minutes. Well, I don't know if Song said specifically, but starting tomorrow, she's going on a quote unquote vacation, just taking like a week off work to visit her brother and the kid. No. All right. Hey, Zoda. So I don't even remember when I bought this game. Maybe like a month ago, or maybe 2 months ago. I don't. When did it come out? I bought this game a short time ago. So let's load it up and play it for the first time. It's going to be great, right? Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Need to mute the television. Hold on. Okay, I might need to raise the volume on here. I had it too low. Hey, that's the Brazilian flag. Where's Senna? Really? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's. All right, hold on. I know I just raised the. Let me turn down the volume here. While I read this agreement carefully. This agreement is a legally binding contract. Please read it carefully. They're providing me with the contract provides me with the game software for me to use online in the game. Together, this makes up the end user license agreement, governs my use of the game. Blah blah blah. Limited license. The game is licensed, not sold. Subject to your agreement and you completely compliance with the terms and conditions, you hereby grant me the limited, revocable, non-exclusive, non-transferable personal license to download and install the game, a quote-unquote game, and use it for non-commercial purposes only. Yeah. I may not sell, license, or transfer the game, or make any reproductions or modifications, blah, 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 blah. This license granted herein confers no title or ownership in the game, and should not be construed as a sale of any rights to the game, of all things and peoples. I supposedly agree that between me and Qbyte Interactive that they own and shall continue to own all rights, title, and interests to and from the game and all copies thereof and all content therein. While the game is running, they may monitor my system for uses that violate the limited license section. Yeah, this is a bunch of bullshit. And I loaded up the game to test this yesterday, and I was so sick and disgusted that I shut the game off. And I wanted this on record, okay? I want this on record right now. That even though I'm saying agree to this, I'm not actually agreeing to this. Whatever company did this can go fuck themselves. This EULA is bullshit. It is non-enforceable. It's a bunch of horse crap, and I'm not agreeing to this. I purchased a game. You can go get fucked. You do not control my license to this software, you sack of shit. I bought this game and I own it forever. I don't intend to modify it, but if I did, that's my business. I'm going to do whatever I want with my personal fucking property. And if you try to enforce this in a court of law, you won't. Trust me. I bet even if you bought a physical copy of this game, it would still have this agreement. So let's quote my good friend Boris the Animal and say, agree to disagree. And also, and also, it's just Boris. So yeah, go fuck yourself, company. You don't own shit. I do. Should I change the controls here? Well, let's see. I certainly don't want accelerate to be X. That's crazy. couldn't figure out how to change to a different controls. I don't. Maybe it's not. That's what I'm. One. Oh. Um. Let's see. Huh? Okay, so custom A, type B, type C, accelerate, nitro, brake. I mean, that seems okay to me. Cheats. Extras. Maybe we shouldn't have done extras. Whoa, the Chief Daddies! Let's not worry about that. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't know what my intentions are with this game, so we're not going to play it online. Let's try arcade mode. Choose a game. So we got Top Racer 2, Top Racer 3000, and Top Racer Crossroads. Custom Cup. Create your own cup with a set of 4 tracks of your choice and race solo or against friends. Local split screen multiplayer. Okay, well, I don't want to do that. But, let's see if it has controls here. I think it's the same controls. Okay, well, if anyone is watching this stream who is not Doom or Zoda, and this is my first time playing the Top Racer collection, but a couple months ago I played Top Gear for the first time on Super Nintendo, and that's what this game actually is. This is Top Gear. And I beat it on easy mode. I was even considering like booting up this game a couple weeks ago and just like beating easy mode off stream and then trying to beat normal mode on here, but I obviously didn't, and then that happened. Maybe I should have read that. It seemed like it said something important. I didn't think it would take this long. I mean, it's not like I want to beat this game quickly or whatever. I mean, this is a late night stream. You guys don't mind me sitting here and casually, quote unquote, messing around, eating toast and talking, right? I hope. Rather than just getting to the fucking game. Oh, well, thanks. Now I don't get to read whatever the hell that was anymore. What is... Okay, this is like very different from Top Gear, clearly. Okay, Doom, in the original Top Gear, were the levels of difficulty amateur, professional, and champion? Was that what they were called? did not remember. I thought it was like, I guess I just assumed in my head that it was easy, normal, and champion or something. But like what if I want to do just like the first cup and I'm like, okay, I'm done with easy. Now I want to do it on normal. Like, how does that work? And do I have to go to a different save file or something? Okay, so I want the white car, correct? I mean, this is, whoops. Like, for those of you who have never played Top Gear on Super Nintendo and you're playing this for the first time, like, this is completely different visually, but I mean, the game did let you do all these things. Like, it would let you set the controls, let you set your name, let you choose your difficulty and whether you wanted the gear or whatever. But this is like a completely, updated visual procedure, and choose your car and whatnot. Okay, so I believe I've chosen everything correctly. So let's see what happens. And I gotta turn up the music. Okay, yeah, this is what the game... Now the game looks exactly like it did on Super Nintendo, except for the wonderful side backgrounds, which I like. And Barry's a genius! Okay, now I gotta remember what the controls I set were. Is the music too loud? Oh, guess what? I don't care. Alright, I think that, I mean, like how I was saying, this is how it looked on SNES, and this is like obviously 4.3 and stuff. It seems to me like it's a little bit more squished. Like I don't remember it being so squished the last time I played it. It seems like I'm not seeing enough of the screen of the field or something, but my eyes will just have to adjust, I guess. You ever played this game, Zoda? Top Gear, Super Nintendo? Took me that like whole nitro to catch up to the guy in first. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Okay. I remember Richie and or Bitchy. Every time I have to say that this music reminds me of Doom, the game for 32X. Hey Torres, how's it going? The first cup really is easy, and I appreciate that. Lets you get used to the game before it gets difficult. Six laps on this one, but my car is so good it shouldn't need fuel, right, Doom? Barry's a genius once again. Whoa, whoa, whoa! God, I love this music. I gotta watch out for those things. Somewhere there is a pit where you can get fuel, but my car is so awesome it shouldn't need fuel on this race. That is a lot of hills that make Kodoom sick. I'm in the zone, the very light zone. It's like the Twilight Zone, only better. So this is on Switch, and I'm using my Switch, third-party Pro controller. And you'll be happy to know, Doom, that still my hand is hurting just from holding down the accelerator. It doesn't matter what console I play it on. It plagues me, like the old man that I am. Even if we get third, we basically already won. We basically don't even need to do anything. I'm going to try to get first. Ambulance. Fish, thanks for the raid. Something Fish Squad. I played Top Gear for the first time a couple months ago. Yes, he said that after Grimace asked him, "Duh, duh, duh." Okay, and so once again, it just goes right into the next race. So how am I supposed to? What if I want to stop? Okay, restart save state. I mean, someday I might want to continue from here. I don't know. What if I go to main menu? Well, I just saved, so. Anyways, I already beat this on amateur on Super Nintendo anyways, right? Sure does take a long time to load for a game that shouldn't take this long. Wait. Multiplayer? So... Yeah, see, that's my question is, if I wanted to play on a different difficulty, then I'd have to erase that file of playing on amateur? That's stupid. I mean, well, it's not really erasing the file, right? Because there should be on the Super Nintendo there was a place where you could enter that password. I mean, it gave me a password. Shouldn't I be able to enter that password to go back to where I was? Yeah. So like, but I'm saying like if I erased that file and then I played it on normal and then I wanted to go back to amateur where I was, I don't know. You know what? And so instead of continuing Top Gear 1, that's what I was wondering, and we might I don't know if we'll ever find out. Hopefully we will. But instead of continuing Top Gear 1 that I've already done, let's play Top Racer 2 because I don't think I got. Wait. No. Top Racer 2, I played a little bit of and I didn't like. It was Top Racer 3000 where the ROM didn't work. But let's try this first. So yeah, that's all the same, I guess. According to Doom, I should read the manual once again while he's taking out the trash. In Top Racer 2, players once again find themselves in the driver's seat in 1993. The game's graphics have received a significant upgrade. But what about the gameplay? Has that been upgraded? And this, I don't think the soundtrack of this game was made by Barry, so it clearly sucks. Wait, so in this game, your car can actually take damage? It can't in Top Gear 1. Green is good, yellow is bad, and red is really bad. If your damage meter shows black, this means your armor is totally destroyed. Nitro gauge, fuel gauge. How am I going to know which car to pick if Doom doesn't tell me? Yeah, this is, like you said, Torres, this is Top Racer Collection on Switch. I bought it recently, but this is the first time I'm playing it. I've only ever beaten Top Gear 1 on Super Nintendo before. Haven't really played any of the other games until right now. So, just casually checking it out. Fish and Zoda, you guys missed it at the beginning of the stream. I had some Cinnamon Toast Crunch spread on toast. Not that you could see it, because obviously no cam. Should I play this multiplayer with Ratmus? I mean, maybe someday. You guys want to come over and play it multiplayer? Alright, we're in Australia, Auckland, and weather time says it's sunny and 8:30 a.m. I'm not saying this music is bad. I like it. At least I like this track, but It's not, the music was not done by Barry, so. Oh yeah, and I guess you can clearly upgrade your engine with money or something, which I don't have. It didn't even let me pick a car. I think when I was trying to play this game on Super Nintendo, somebody was saying that they liked this better than Top Gear 1, that it's like better or more advanced or something. I mean, it claims that the graphics are updated. In a way, I guess that's true, but honestly, again, I echo my previous sentiments. I prefer the visual style of Top Gear 1 to this game. I just do. And I'm telling you right now, the controls... Now, granted, it might be my car. Maybe my car sucks in this game until I upgrade it. Maybe I'm not using the right car. But I think the controls are worse. That's just my off-the-cuff opinions, okay? Like I said, I completed Top Gear on Amateur, and I enjoyed it. I thought it had... basically, I enjoyed it. I don't know if I am enjoying this game as much. It's... I mean, first of all, the controls don't seem to be as responsive. And you guys obviously can't tell that just from looking. That's me telling you from the way I'm feeling the controllers. But I mean, also just listen to the engine noises. That is kind of annoying to be hearing like and like that's already starting to annoy me. And I wasn't annoyed at all in the first game. Also, I'm 13th place. I mean, granted, I haven't used any nitros yet. I've just been trying to get the feel of this game. Yo, dude. I'm just trying to look and see if I had... Do I have more than 3 nitros? Okay, apparently I have more than 3 nitros, and I probably should have been using them, but I did not know. How have I qualified by getting 10th? That counts as qualifying? Frankly, I'd rather try the first race again, but... Yeah, Doom, is there any way to get a better car at the beginning, or is this just the car that you're stuck with and you're SOL? Oh, you've never played this game. Whoa, jumps! What is this, Knight Rider? Have you played Top Gear 3000, though? Oh, well, there was a nitro on the track, or at least there was an N. That's very different from Top Gear 1, where there are no nitros on the track to pick up. Also, Doom, it says there's damage in this game to your car. So again, this is completely different from Top Gear 1, closer to Horizon Chase Turbo. I cannot believe there's jumps, that's crazy. And I have something like, I don't know, 6 nitros, maybe? Greg's? With 2 G's and an S at the end? In case you couldn't tell, Doom, I don't like this game anywhere close to Top Gear 1. Oh, I have $6,000, but that's not enough to spend on anything? I mean, theoretically, if I just keep racing and losing, would I just keep gaining more money and could upgrade my engine better? This is really trippy. I've never seen anything like this, where it's so dark I'm looking ahead and all I see is tail lights of the enemies, of the other racers. That's so weird. I don't like this music track. I'll say it. Doom, do you still have Top Gear on Super Nintendo? Do you still have the ability to play the actual Super Nintendo game? this this is amateur difficulty, and like, I mean, you saw the difference between this and Top Gear 1. Of how I'm doing against the AI. I'm just like, I don't even care anymore, but I just want to finish. It took me way too long to understand what you meant by that, Zoda. And I don't know, Doom. I'll try to find out, but I don't know. It doesn't work. Huh. Okay, well, Doom, my point is, like, I cannot recommend at this point buying this collection. At this point, and I know I'm not finished, but I would recommend anybody who wants to play Top Gear just get it on Super Nintendo. Don't buy this collection, especially with their idiotic licensing agreement. But we do have more games to try before I can truthfully make that determination. But it's not looking good. Oh, wait, hold on. Somehow I got to tires. Okay, I get, okay. So the answer is yes. There's wet tires, dry tires, gearbox, nitro, side armor, like, and all of this is so expensive. Well, is it? Well, no, I mean, there's some things that I can afford, I suppose. Paint shop. Okay, let's see. I don't think armor is my problem. I'm not even sure if nitro. I mean, I need to be using the nitro more. Gearbox, what does that even mean? Does that make me go faster? I mean, maybe tires would help? Why do I need to buy separate tires for wet and dry? Am I... And, like, do I have to pick one or the other? Like, do I have to pick wet tires or dry tires? Weird. It's like wet, dry world. Okay, so I bought this set of wet tires, I think. My money went down by 1,000. Hopefully it's equipped. I didn't even hear like a chime or anything. Wow, good thing I chose the wet tires. Also, holy pixelation. Like, this rain effect, I don't know. I feel like it might give people some seizures. It looks like shit. And I mean, this music sucks. And said all my opinion on all the music, I don't like this track. Oh, there's 2 laps. Okay, for a second I thought it was saying there were 12 fucking laps. A loser. Eat my dust, loser. I got wet tires now. Burn rubber, man. Doom, did you watch that Senna video? Not the one that I sent you personally. The other one, the one that I put into my general Discord. Oh, there's money on the track. Because I like the part in that video where the guy was talking about him doing well in the rain. And I was like, well, yeah, he's the rain master. The guy said something like, Senna was driving in the rain like there was no rain that existed, and everyone else was just like spinning out and fucking up and dying. And Senna was in like another universe where there was no rain. I like that. Link to the past. So, for passwords, we go from Moonbath to this? Moonbath is like something a hippie would name their kid. This is like something Elon Musk would name his kid. Alright, you guys got that password written down? In case we need it again? Okay, I wonder because so campaign menu. So like see here how it's only giving me one spot to save my single player game, and yet I have 3 save state slots? I don't so like what if I erased that save, started like a completely different cup or difficulty, and then I just go in here and went to my save states? Would my like could I have a save state on amateur, a save state on normal, and a save state on champion? Like we don't know. Like I'm afraid to like erase my file because I just don't know. Anyways. That might be all I ever play of Top Racer 2. Now, for the first time ever, I think, we're going to try Top Racer or Gear 3000 because I don't think the ROM worked when I tried it. So here we go. Look at these advanced graphics. I've got to read the manual for this thing. Originally released in 1995, called Top Racer 3000 for some reason. Because if it was... Oh yeah, it's not just that, you know, they were like, oh, we can't call it Top Racer 3. That's, you know, people won't buy it. We got to call it Top Racer. Doesn't this take place like in the future or something? Does it actually take place in the year 3000? We have weapons in this game. And Barry didn't do this game either, so it's crap. Active weapon meter. Like this. What the fuck does this mean? Okay, like I'm not even gonna give this game a chance. I already hate it. Top Gear 1 was absolute perfection, and they screwed it up. Yeah, I said it. Once every millennium, one of the greatest events in the galaxy begins. It is a race, a car race. It's just the way they said that was so anticlimactic. Was that supposed to be on purpose? Was that a joke? It was like the greatest challenge in the universe. Once every millennium happens, it's a car race. Or I can't even take this serious. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I'm 45 years old, but I can't take this seriously. It just comes off as goofy to me. Like, if I had seen this as a kid, maybe I would have thought, whoa, it's cool and in the future and stuff, but this is the Milky Way galaxy confirmed. Conditions clear. What's the temperature? And you must give it to me in Kelvin. Also, I have 0 credits. Things cost credits now, apparently. Wow, look at that track. Wow, it really penalized me for that. Whoa, were those F-Zero things? I'm trying to figure out if I like this game more or less than Top Gear 2. As soon as I know, I will let you guys know. I mean, first of all, in 2 and 3, I do not like the idea of having to upgrade your car using money. It was just so simple in Top Gear 1 when you didn't have to worry about that stuff. And and you just focused on the races. Okay? And the graphics of this game, they're not bad, but they're not as good as Top Gear 1. I'm not even sure if they're even as good as Top Gear 2. But, that being said, this controls a lot better than Top Gear 2. I can already tell that. So, number one, the most important thing is that it controls better than Top Gear 2. I guess I should give it points for being futuristic and whatnot and goofy. Hey, Quack, how's it going? They still have names like Richard, Neil, Pete, and Carl in the future? We have in-between race cutscenes. I'm liking this. Good for you, Quack. We're all adults here, right? Want to have a pizza party? Oh shit, we're going to a planet with low oxygen. Wait, I have 60,000 credits now? Okay, well clearly I need to buy something. What should I buy? An electric engine. Those won't catch on. See, like, there's so many options here. I'm just like, it's just too much for my poor 45-year-old brain to comprehend. Alright, so I will upgrade whatever Doom tells me to so we can move on. Let's check out the tires. You said there's only one tires. We don't need to worry about wet or dry. The Jetson XL? Is this made by Spacely Sprockets Incorporated? Okay, so I think we only have enough. Yeah, we only have enough credits to buy the first set of tires. So I should do that, Doom? Already have one? Well, then I can't. I don't have enough to get the next one, then. Okay. I like the aesthetic of this night race with the... Wow, I got so used to seeing, like, San Francisco in the background. Now we're seeing, like, a lunar landscape. That is pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. I do like the jumps. That was one thing from Top Gear 2 that I did like. This course should have been the first course. Does this, did this game on Super Nintendo have some kind of weird chip? Is that why the ROM didn't work? Is this so up and advanced? Or did I just get a bum ROM? I had more trouble on the first race. I'm having no trouble now. I'm encountering ambulances in space. The music could be better. Wow, that's crazy talk. Huh. um, so you like you're saying you get a huge bonus and credits for getting first, and that's how you really need to do, right? So I know you beat Top Gear 1 on championship difficulty, Doom. Have you beaten this game, like, and on what difficulty? Are you as experienced with this game as you were with Top Gear 1? Because, yeah, I definitely like this better than Top Gear 2, I'll tell you that. Hmm. Hmm. System Zosmar. Name high. Hey. Condition hot. Alright, well, let's see what tires we can buy, right? Alright, so should I buy the Jetson XL Roman numeral 2 dense sim rubber tires? I can afford the 3. Modus Super Kevlar rubber mix cross patch spline, good grip. All right, I did it. I assume they're automatically equipped. What's up with this music? Sounds like some shitty James Bond knockoff. What was going on in the boardroom where they're like, okay, we're making Top Gear 2 and Top Gear 3000, the sequel to Top Gear. Should we get that Barry guy back to do the soundtrack again? Nah, we don't need him. Let's get somebody else. Said the stupidest fucking person in history. Engine noise was getting a little annoying. So, like, going forward, assuming this is not the last time I ever stream this game, I don't feel like I need to beat Top Gear 1 on Amateur again. I feel like if I'm going to do Top Gear 1, I should just do it on normal. So we'd have to erase my save file and start doing it on normal. Or I could just leave Top Gear 1 and say, I'm going to try to complete Top Gear 3000 on Amateur. That's another option. I'll probably never play Top Gear 2 again. Conditions are hazy. Alright, we have 106,000 credits. You said to check the gearbox, I think? Or the engine? No, you said engine. Let's see what we got here. I assume I have engine 1 already. Engine number 2 is 150,000. I don't have enough for that, I think. I think that says 106, even though it's kind of weird looking. So if I did have enough for that, this would be a 21C. Isn't it normally CC? Like, don't they say engine stuff with CC? This one says 21C. I don't know shit about engines, clearly. With extra torque, sounds like extra mayo. Alright, well, I guess we don't have enough money for that, so... This is the 4th race, right? This should be the last one in the cup, right? They still have 4 race cups, right? I guess... Whoa! Multiple paths! What's going on? I tried to wipe my... I was gonna say something about maybe doing this with co-op with Ratmus someday, just to let him get a feel for the game. But I don't. Again, it just because I want him to play the game doesn't mean he needs to or has to. Just because the game is 2 players doesn't mean that we need to do it 2 players. I mean, like. For example, Doom, if you bought this game, we might be able to play it online 2 players. The same thing with Horizon Chase 2. But I haven't bought that game, and I didn't want to, and I don't recommend this game. So it's like, I guess we're not playing it online. I don't like this track as much as the previous ones. Like, I don't think I did very good on the first track, but maybe that was just because I was getting used to the game. I did great on tracks 2 and 3, but... I don't know if I'm getting the hang of this one yet. I'm not even sure where the thing is that says how many nitros I have. I think I'm out of nitros. Well, I got second. It does have a special chip specifically for the split path. Wow, okay, so what did I get overall? Did I even see? Are we done here? Is that the end of a cup? What's happening? Okay. I don't know. This cutscene was cute the first time it happened, but now that it's happening after every race, I'm not so sure. But yeah, well, clearly not with that button. Okay. I'm confused, though. Were those first 4 tracks a cup? Or is that not how this game works? This music. I don't get it. Like, how do I know how well I'm doing overall? How many levels are there? I don't. Huh. All right, bye, Quack. Thanks for being here. All right. Well, in any case, I think I did 4 races, so that's what I'm doing right now. It's like I don't know. I feel like maybe I might even want to start over on that one, knowing more of what I know now. So, what is Top Racer Crossroads? Embark on an unprecedented racing adventure with Top Racer Crossroads, an exclusive mode that unites the classic thrills of the original Top Racer with the excitement of 4 new machines. Top Racer Crossroads brings together the iconic pixelated charm of Top Racer 16-bit era. Blah, blah, blah. The beloved 2-player split-screen mode makes a triumphant return. Whoa. Offering a thrilling race for players of all generations. Except Gen Alpha, those fucking loser-ass wussies. The game said it, I didn't. Oh, speaking of Gen Alpha, get ready to experience the raw power of the Alpha. The iconic supercar is not for the faint of heart. It's a true sinful beast. Actually, kind of looks like a Dodge Viper, maybe? What is this music? I don't know. This looks like, Doom, you remember in Horizon Chase Turbo, there was like the easy mode car? That's what this looks like. Whoa, this looks like the convertible from Outrun. And Twilight, which is clearly a vampire and also an Italian masterpiece. And I don't know what this music is. So it seems like this is saying that this is Top Gear 1 with new cars, maybe? Okay, so if we're just going off fuel consumption, then Alpha is best, but it has low tire grip and its speed and acceleration are a little less. Well, I want to go with this because I don't want to have to worry about fuel that much. Now this music sounds more like it, right, Jim? What? All the cars that are purple, they look like some ridiculous purple polka-dotted monstrosity. Is this how you envision Top Gear on the Super Nintendo, Doom, or is this just butchering a wonderful game by putting these weird colored cars in here? This asshole is keeping up with me. He's clearly got that speed. Ambulance. Shit, final lap already. So yeah, I guess you could say that this is kind of like Top Gear, a new challenge, sort of. So yeah, I guess if you don't buy this collection, you don't get access to this wonderful game mode. Is it that worth it? I don't think so. Especially when the fucking company says that it can revoke your license to play this at any time, which is complete and utter bullshit. Be careful, Doomer, they'll break into your house and steal your Super Nintendo copy of Top Gear. Don't worry, we'll take him to the Supreme Court. This will not stand. Out of my way, bitch! I'm just so glad that I played Top Gear first. It is just excellent. It is the closest one to Horizon Chase Turbo, but even besides that, it's honestly, it should be remembered as one of the greatest Super Nintendo games. The more I think about it, and the more I feel it and play it. It was fucking perfect. Especially with the music. There was no way to improve upon it, and they tried and they fucked it up clearly. Yes, Kemco. Yes. Now I want a Popeyes sandwich. Am I crazy, or did the original Top Gear not have this headlight effect during night races? Or do I just not remember it, or is this new? I don't think so, because I immediately noticed it and how distracting it is. You know, I don't even own Top Gear on Super Nintendo. When I played it 2 months ago, it was on a ROM. And honestly, I want to get the cartridge now. I'm sure Mojo's won't have it. I'll have to find it on eBay. Shit. I mean, if I had one complaint, I wish there was a way for me to read the HUD while I race and see, you know, what place I am and all that information and look at the map. But I had the same exact problem in Horizon Chase Turbo. It was just so hard for my eyes to see the mini map of the racetrack while at the same time keeping my eyes on the race. I just can't do it. But that's, yeah. It did have? Okay. I really didn't notice it until just now. Alright, this is the 6-lap San Francisco. So after this, is that the end of the stream? I don't know. God, I love this music. Swearing like Hubert over here. I guess my other complaint would be people leaving that stupid shit out in the middle of the racetrack. Doom, if you and I could play this game split screen competitively, who would win? Spoilers, I bet you would. Oh, so fast I can't even see what's going on. Well, the password is still Moonbath, even in this version. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Playing competitive games cooperatively? I thought Doom would never do such a thing. So yeah, I don't see a reason to continue Top Racer Crossroads or Top Racer 2. Um, like I said, however, I might feel the urge to try well, here's the thing. I could try Top Racer on normal difficulty. Or maybe I could just maybe buy the Super Nintendo cartridge of Top Gear if I want to, and then continue that on Super Nintendo and try it there on normal. I could do that. Or I could continue Top Racer 3000 and see how far I can go with that. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I feel. And I called this stream Late Night Racing with Barry, so I can't switch to another game, right? Is there something I want to do? Is there something... I need to use the restroom, but... What is Lotus 2? We could sit here and just chat until I feel like racing again. Well, where do I get that game? Could switch to Star Trek Wheel of Fortune. That's what you want, right, Zoda? Doom, you asked me if there were other Ayrton Senna games. There's one on Sega Genesis, and I think a couple on NES and Super Famicom. Now, I don't know how extensively they have Ayrton. It was like a list of games that reference him, so I don't know how much these games reference him. Like, some of them are like Ayrton Senna's Monaco GP or something, but then other ones don't have his name in there, so I don't know if you can like play as him or if they reference him. I don't know. I don't know where to find those games unless I can get some ROMs or something. But so yeah, I don't know. Of course, if I were to play some ROMs, I would need to. I mean, I can do Super Nintendo ones on my EverDrive thingy so that I don't get the problem with the. Maybe. All right. Well, so possibilities for the future. Maybe I'll try to get Top Gear on Super Nintendo. Maybe I'll try to continue it on normal. Maybe I'll try to get some other racing games or some other Senna games. I'm trying to look at my games list and I keep hitting the wrong thing. Um, so, you know what? I think I've decided that for now, for today, and possibly forever, I am done with Top Racer Collection. Before they revoke my right to use the fucking software. However, tomorrow at 6:30 Central, Bunny is not streaming, and I was thinking of obviously one option would be to continue Top Racer, but I think I have another idea. Um, Ratmus and I very, very briefly played F-Zero 99, and it was mostly Ratmus. I think I might have played one race. I really didn't give this game much of a chance. I don't know if it deserves much of a chance, but I didn't give it much of a chance. And I'm thinking maybe I should play it again. And again, I'm looking at the wrong Google document. I would love to, Zoda. Super R-Type, no. Well, we got F-Zero for Super Nintendo, which I've obviously played right here. So we got F-Zero 99, we got F-Zero. Look over here, we got F-Zero X for Nintendo 64. Well, that's 3 F-Zero games. I wonder if there's a 4th one. Look, F-Zero Maximum Velocity. What did I just say? F-Zero Maximum Velocity for GBA. That's 4 F-Zero games I could try. I just tried 4 Top Racer games. Why don't we try out those 4 F-Zero games tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. my usual time? Yeah, I looked on Wikipedia of what other F-Zero games are there. Obviously, they don't have the one on GameCube, which I think you have, Zoda. So yeah, I don't have that game, and I don't have any of the other games. Which on Wikipedia it said something like there were other GBA games, like you said, but they were based off an F-Zero anime, I think, which is kind of crazy. So what else we got here? I was wondering if maybe they didn't put them on here because it was some rights thing with the anime, but that's just a complete guess on my part. That certainly could be the case also. Do you guys want to see me play Daytona USA on Xbox again? Because the first time I streamed it, Doom missed it? I don't know, just a random idea. Now, Zoda, you mentioned Star Trek Wheel of Fortune. Do you want me to switch to that to wind down the night? Are we going to have a pizza party and play that game? Or I could literally just say, I'm done. Screw you guys. Good night. I'm leaving. End of the stream. All right. It's. I'm kind of in a weird place and a weird mood right now where it's like I'm gonna play Star Trek Wheel of Fortune not because I want to play Star Trek Wheel of Fortune, but because I hope that we can have a quote unquote pizza party, except we have no pizza. I hope it won't last very long. It'll be kind of a wind down, um, but let's do something. So bring your own pizza. So what I'm gonna do is I actually have to use the restroom, and I have to completely change the stream to get from here to an emulator. So I'm going to end the Top Racer Collection stream here, and I will be back live in a few minutes when everything is set up and ready for some late night Star Trek Wheel of Fortune cool down. Let's call it that. So yeah, that's the end of this stream. Please stay here if you can.